Hi, beautiful people. Thanks for joining in today. You're already aware of this DCCOR series that Network Binary is just rolling out right now. This is where I will be teaching and explaining a couple of fundamental data center technology concepts. And you can for sure check them out. I will provide the link in the description. As I'm posting these videos, I'm often encountering this question, Musab, how am I supposed to start my DC journey? What steps should I take next? What courses should I take next in order to be achieving my future goals, in order to fulfill my career role over here? Like, what should be my learning path? And I get it. It can be a little confusing. So I thought, why not to also clarify this confusion through this video. So here I am. In this particular video, I will be talking about what step to take next and how it can really make a difference in your career. So starting with the video, what you are going to get out of it. First of all, I'm going to break down the entire Cisco Data Center learning journey here. I'm going to explain the difference between the certification-based courses like we have DCACI, DCCOR, and then we have the product ones, like for example, DCNX or DCCUCS. So I will explain what's the difference here. And most importantly, you will walk away with a clear idea of what to study, when to study it, and how it all fits in your career. Whether you are aiming to get certified or you might just want to build hands-on skills with data center technology, I've got it covered in this video. What you see right in front of you is the Cisco certification career path, where it lists out different domains and tracks that and different exams and the courses that you can take in order to become a certified professional. Starting from the entry level associate, where you find your amazing CCNA, loved by everyone. Then we have professional level exams, and then we have the expert ones. So in professional level, since you're focused on courses and specifically on the data center track, so here we go. We have got a data center core exam, and then we have the concentration exam. So I've already talked about this, the whole career path, but today I'm going to be focusing on these courses. I'm going to focus on like what each and every course will give you in terms of what content you can expect, what are the different topics that you're going to cover over here, and so on and so forth. But as we have these different courses, again, it's going to be confusing. Like, what course should I take? Should I go with DCIT? But I want to learn design. Then should I go for DCID? And should I just leave DCACI? What am I supposed to do exactly? Don't worry. I'm going to get you covered over here. Right on your next slide is how you are going to exactly choose the right learning path based on your control or your future goals. If you're a beginner, your ideal starting point might be CCNA, right? That's going to be followed by DCCOR, and then you can move into DCACI to start working with the ACI fabric. If you're already a working professional in DC domain, again, your path could be started from the DC, going to DCIT if you are more into troubleshooting, or you can cover DC core and then you can move on to DCID if design is your interest. For those of you who are passionate about cloud or automation, as I am, you should go from DC core to DCAUTO. This is where you are going to master scripting, APIs, tools like Ansible, Terraforms, and much more. If your goal is to become a data center designer, then the path is very clear. You go for DC core and move to DCID. This is where you will learn designing specifically. Now, for those who are interested in hyperconvergence or the hyperconverged infrastructure, Cisco recommends a mix of DCID and DCACI, depending on whether you lean more toward design or policy-based automation. And then finally, if you are targeting the prestigious CCIE, you start with DC Core, gain hands-on experience, and then you prepare for the CCIE lab exam. In Cisco's training ecosystem, there are going to be two major categories, as I mentioned. There are certification courses and there are then product courses. And it's important to understand how they differ, especially if you're planning your learning journey here. Certification courses are the ones that are structured to prepare you for Cisco exams specifically, like we have CCNP, we have CCIE. They are broad, they are role focused, they are aligned more with your career level certifications. And then we have, on the other hand, the product courses that are going to deep dive into a specific Cisco technology or maybe a platform or maybe a product in itself. They're designed more for implementation teams, operational staffs, engineers who are working with exact product in that particular field. For example, DCCOR, that's going to prepare you for a range of technologies and the CCNP exam itself. A product course like we have DCNX is going to prepare you and it's going to purely focus on deploying that particular product, the Nexus product in the data center domain. Now, for the certification courses, I'm going to give you a brief overview of each and every course, starting with my DCCOR. DCCOR is going to stand for implementing and operating Cisco Data Center core technology. It's again going to be the core exam in CCNP, the CCIE certification tracks for the data center. In simple terms, DCCOR is going to be backbone of your entire data center learning. You don't just learn things, you don't learn how the data center works, but you learn how to actually build, operate, and troubleshoot and automate it. So what exactly are the topics that have been covered in DCCOR? It covers everything from core networking to your advanced automation into Cisco Nexus switching, layer 2 and layer 3 protocols, routing technologies. We have OSPF and BGP, multicast is there. Then the course is going to explore VXLAN and MPBGP VPN overlays. Along with that, we have the ACI basics to get you familiar with the policy-based architecture. You will work with the Cisco UCS servers and Fabric interconnects. That is on the compute side. That's what you're going to learn. Learning how to configure the compute and then the storage networking, including the fiber channel and FCOE. This particular course is also going to focus on security, monitoring, automation, teaching you tools like Python, REST APIs, model-driven programmability with the help of Netconf and Yang. So basically, it's going to set the stage for CCNP and CCIE and some specialized data center roles, as you can expect. For my next course, that is the DCACI, this is where you're going to learn how to deploy and operate the ACI. Again, that's the Cisco's flagship SDN solution for data centers. That's what you're going to learn. This Cisco is going to begin with fabric discovery, initialization, moving into the creating access policies, interface profiles, VPC setups. You will understand how EPGs communicate across a different L2 and L3 layer, and how contracts are going to be used to enforce security and security policies between them. DCACI is going to also teach you how to connect ACI with your external networks using L2 out or L3 out, and how to integrate your virtualization platforms like we have VMware, vCenter with the help of VMM integration. You will explore L4 to L7 services insertion with the help of service graphs. You're going to learn to manage ACI. You will see how you can do the monitoring with the help of firmware upgrades, RBACs, blocks, and all within real world operational scenarios. For DCIT, this is pretty much focused on real world troubleshooting. So you will learn how to diagnose and resolve issues in layer 2, layer 3 protocols. We have STP, VPC, OSPF, and BGP like protocols. The course is going to walk you through troubleshooting VXLAN and EVPN overlays, as well as we have the storage protocols like we have fiber channel, FCOE zoning. You'll also work on identifying faults in ACI environments over here. That's going to be covering your fabric discovery, and endpoint reachability would be there, policies, L3 outs. And then we have the UCS troubleshooting specifically. That's another key area that's going to include service profiles, boot and connectivity issues. Lastly, you will use tools like SPAN, ERSPAN, NetFlows, SNMP, telemetry platforms. We have got the Cisco Intersight and Nexus dashboard which we can use to monitor and resolve complex issues very efficiently. Coming up to next, that is going to be DCID. This is where you explore layer 2 and layer 3 design principles. That's going to include, again, STP, VPC, routing protocols, HSRP, all of that from design perspective now. And obviously, you are going to dive into VXLAN, BGP. I don't have to these are very, very fundamental topics. These are very must-have topics that you will find in each and every course. But the perspective is going to be different. So you will be learning design of these in one course. Meanwhile, you will be learning troubleshooting of the same technology topics in other course. So you will learn VXLAN, for example, in this course, and you will cover how you can use this in order to build modern fabrics. Not just that, you will also cover rack layouts. You will cover fabric extenders. You will cover the virtualization technologies. We have VDX and FEX in place. So that's what you're going to do. On the compute side, you will learn the UCS design. What are the best practices for using B series and C series servers and the fabric interconnects. DCID is going to also touch on SAN design, fiber channel, zoning, security concepts, along with automation and orchestration strategies that can be done using tools like we have UCS Director or NDFC. Last but not least, we have DCAUTO. This is where you will dive deep into automation key concepts of data center. This is where you will start understanding the NXOS automation. You will learn about the tools like Python, EEM, Bash, Next API. You will learn how to automate Cisco UCS using Power Tool, XML APIs. Then there is ACI programmability. That's what you're going to learn with the REST APIs, JSON XML, and understanding tools like ACI Toolkit. Then using protocols like netconf, restconf, yang, you will also do the same. You'll also get hands-on with DevOps integration. That's going to be done using Ansible, Puppet, Terraform, Cisco NSO. We have multiple platforms right here. And then finally, we connect everything with real-world day 0 to day N automation use cases. Apart from this, there are certain product-based courses, as I mentioned. I'm just going to give you a brief here. For example, in the very first row, you see DCACID, DCACIO, and DCACIT. They are focused on infrastructure is designing infrastructure, operating and troubleshooting infrastructure. So these three are mainly focused on ACI, but they differ from like designing. One is focused on designing, one is focused on operation and troubleshooting, and one is solely focused on the infrastructure troubleshooting itself. Apart from this, we have DCAUI, which is where you see the implementation of automation for your data center solutions. We have DCFNDU. Well, that's the very fundamental course. I'm just putting it here because this is not a certification course. Neither DCFNDU is a product in itself, but yes, you can see DCNDA, which is a data center foundation courses. Again, we have Nexus Dashboard Advanced, we have Nexus Dashboard Essentials, and then DCNX and DCNXA for the advanced version. These are different product courses, again, focused on primarily making you capable of working with these products that Cisco Data Center technology provides. Coming up next, what's happening in the industry right now? We see skills like ACI, VXLAN, automation, multicasting. They aren't just nice to have skills. They are becoming essentials. They are becoming must-have skills. Companies are looking for engineers who can go beyond configuration. They want people. They want people who can design, troubleshoot, automate across different hybrid environments. This isn't just your opinion. Top research firms like Gartner, IDC, they're backing it up. The demand is real and it's only growing for the future. Okay, so you have understood the whole learning journey up until this point. But Musab, what if I'm not from data center background? I have done my CCNA, okay, but I am already into security. Do you think I'm suitable candidate for this? Well, yes, you are. You are going directly into the heart of the cloud. Why not? You are pretty suitable for this. And don't worry if you're switching to data center from another domain. Don't panic. Focus on DC core and side by side, start hands-on labs using Cisco modeling labs or DCloud. I'll provide the links in the description. And do practice. They provide a really great interface for you to practice these different concepts of data center. Practice ACI fabric policies, UCS profiles, simple Python scripts if you want for Nexus switches, skills like ACI, VXLAN. You can pretty much do automation over there. Go ahead and just explore the interface. Remember, companies are looking for engineers who can go beyond configuration. Your career doesn't need guesswork. It needs a game plan. So Cisco's data center learning path that I have just provided you is just it's going to be more than just a series of videos or just series of exams for you. It's a structured journey to mastering the real world technologies that companies are actively hiring for. Stop overthinking. Start with your next right step. Download the roadmap, bookmark this video, share it with someone who is confused like you were. And I hope to see you in the next one.